timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or a big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing, Cook. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been... Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Back to throw now on first down. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
There's a complete to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed.
Touchdown, Carolina. Their big-bodied receiver, 30 yards. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
They'll run it with Williams. And he is not going to find the end zone. He stopped up short, and this remains a 6-6 game. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Cowboys. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Jerome Felton, the fullback.
Come on, not fair.
A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Devin Funchess, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Following the penalty, it's Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
It'll be a gain of 18 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and it's 2nd down. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Cook. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic, where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive end.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Martellus Bennett, a 14-yard touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. And he'll bang that one through. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Anthony Barr coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. They'll set up a throw. And he's got Decker, left side. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back now in Tampa. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Hill, the lone setback. Back to throw. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Our coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ezekiel Ansah in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now back to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Pruitt, a 15-yard touchdown grab. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Surveying the field. Going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Throwing, Cook, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go to the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Time is starting to run out. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's caught at the 3. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he is good. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.